Have you ever seen the whole situation clearly, but still had to stand outside the door? Anyone who has ever given advice from the side knows this feeling. In the Ming dynasty, a Buddhist monk entered the inner circle of Prince Zhu. He did not claim the throne, wear official robes, or abandon his identity as a monk. Yet Zhu later raised an army from Beiping, marched south, entered Nanjing, and became emperor. Official history describes this monk as a key planner of the uprising. Why would a man who never wanted the throne help decide who could sit on it? His name was Yao Guangxiao. His monastic name was Daoyan. This is not really a story about the so-called black-clothed prime minister. It is the story of a man without the final seat, who still helped decide who would occupy it. Yao Guangxiao did not begin as a mysterious mastermind beside Zhu. He became a monk at 16 and took the monastic name Daoyan. During the Hongwu era, the Ming founder selected monks to serve near the imperial princes. Daoyan was assigned to Prince Zhu, who governed from Beiping, the Ming stronghold in the north. Daoyan lived at Qingshou Temple and moved frequently between the temple and the prince's residence. One side held sutras, incense, and monastic robes. The other held military reports, weapons, and border intelligence. Yao stood between those two doors. Zhu had no shortage of soldiers around him. What he lacked was someone who could see the prince, the army, and the court as one connected picture. Later stories called Yao the black-clothed prime minister. But that label hides his real position. He had influence without formal rank and judgment without full control of the consequences. You may know people like that. They see the problem first, design the answer, and still watch someone else receive the credit. When the result goes wrong, everyone turns back and asks why they did not warn them clearly enough. That was the position Yao Guangxiao entered. But what exactly did he see? After the Hongwu Emperor died, the Jingnan Emperor began cutting down the power of the imperial princes. The pressure moved closer to Beiping, and eventually toward the strongest northern prince, Zhu. Zhu knew he was being watched. He even pretended to be mentally ill to buy time. That performance could delay the moment, but it could not create an escape. When the court's hand reached the door, Zhu had to choose. Keep waiting or strike first. Daoyan's role was not merely to whisper, "rebel." He reorganized fear into a decision. If Zhu did nothing, the pressure would continue. If he moved, one prince would face the entire court. This was not simply courage versus cowardice. It was the moment when a private judgment became public action. Once that happened, the decision no longer belonged to one man's mind. It entered gates, supply lines, and weapons rooms. It would tie thousands of lives to Zhu's choice. In 1399, Zhu launched the Jingnan Campaign. He claimed he was rescuing the dynasty from corrupt officials. The language mattered. A direct claim to the throne would reveal the destination immediately. Jingnan made the action sound like a duty before it sounded like a seizure of power. Language cannot erase a war, but it can shape how people first understand one. Zhu marched south. Yao Guangxiao stayed behind and helped Zhu Gaoqi defend Beiping. When Li Jinglong's army surrounded the city, loyalty alone could not hold the walls. There were walls, food, soldiers, messages, and morale. Any one of them could fail first. Zhu Gaoqi held the city. Yao Guangxiao helped hold the rear of the wager. Every order inside the city had to pass through gates and soldiers before it became action. Food, messages, and the repair of one section of wall could decide whether the defense lasted one more day. Yao's judgment became real through those small physical decisions. Later, after Zhu returned from the north and defeated Li Jinglong at Zhengkunba, the immediate siege crisis eased. From the final result, Yao looks like a man who bet correctly. But the brighter the result, the sharper the question becomes. Does the person who chose the road also owe something for its cost? This is where Yao Guangxiao becomes controversial. One view is that he recognized a danger already closing around Zhu. Zhu might not have been able to escape safely by waiting. From that angle, Daoyan did not invent the crisis. He helped Zhu act inside it. But the second view cannot be dismissed. Daoyan turned, "Is there still a way out?" into, "Should we move first?" That transformation turned a prince's fear into a war that passed through walls, roads, gates, and human lives. Yao never sat on the throne, but he helped shape the path that brought Zhu to it. So I would not reduce him to a genius advisor, and I would not turn him into a monster in monk's robes. He was a man who turned judgment into direction. That kind of person is easy to misunderstand, because people see whether he was right, but not how many lives were placed behind his answer. Was Yao a meritorious advisor, or one of the people who lit the fuse? After Zhu Di took the throne, Daoyan recovered the surname Yao and received the name Guangxiao. He became tutor to the crown prince, helped guide the next generation, and took part in major cultural projects such as the Yongle Encyclopedia. He was no longer only the monk moving between a temple and a prince's residence. He had entered the center of the new dynasty, yet he kept his monastic identity. This was not simply about indifference to fame. Yao had gained a less visible kind of power, influence over the emperor, the crown prince, and the order of succession. He did not need his name to occupy the most visible place. His influence had already been proved by Zhu Di's victory, but influence is not ownership. A hidden advisor can shape a direction, but cannot decide how history will remember the road. Yao Guangxiao's real question is not whether a monk could become a prime minister. It is whether a man without formal rank can decide the direction for people who possess it. Have you ever seen the right answer, but waited for someone else to let you say it? Have you ever built the path for someone else, only to find that credit and responsibility landed on different people? Yao's answer is harsh. Staying out of the spotlight does not erase power, but pushing someone onto the stage means accepting the echo of that step. The hidden position is not safe. It only makes your name arrive later, while your responsibility stays in the dark longer. Was Yao Guangxiao reading the game or making the game? Tell me where you stand. Next, we follow Yuan Yong, a ruler who endured for 12 years before drawing one decisive blade.
If you want to know more history buried by time, follow Xing Shi.